Yeah. Hey guys. Welcome to my MCC 32 predictions. Uh I'm feeling pretty good about this one because last time I, you know, guessed both of the top two, right? And now I am going to, and this is like one of the best predictions out of anybody that I saw. So, I'm feeling really good about myself, but that's also what I said after I did my MCC 28 predictions, and MCC 29 did not go well. That's a -7. Uh-huh. So, this is to be taken with a grain of salt. Uh, this is what the stats say. This is not my predictions, although it's pretty similar to my predictions because this is like the kind of screwy stats that I do for my predictions, but then I was like, I don't really agree with purple in like sixth. So then I made my actual predictions, which are these. So, um, we've got Lyman first because that team's absolutely busted, and Orange in fourth because that team's absolutely busted. And then Yellow in second and Green in third because they're not as good as Orange, because that makes sense. And that's how MCC works. Um, when there's a team that's good and it has smallish beans on it, they don't do good. Crazy, I know. Um, usually. Um, Then, so we've got Yellow with Fire Breath Man. He's up there because this team is just like significantly weaker Purple 30, which won. So, but every team is significantly weaker than MCC 30 this time. So I think Fire Breath Man can just like do it again because he's, S plus tier. Controversial, I know. Um, Green Geckos, in third. I originally had these guys in like seventh, but then I was like, Sadnap and CPK, that's pretty good. Uh, I still don't think they'll win, obviously, that's why I have them in third. But they're not they're not as bad as I thought they were originally. Um, Purple, I thought they were. I've always thought they were a middle of the pack team. I don't think Pete and TapL have strengths that really suit each other very well. Um, I think they'll do good in PvP, but I think TapL, like, okay, I think TapL and Pete are kind of opposites, so they kind of like balance each other out. But there's like games where you get helped by having a teammate who's the opposite, like or specifically for Pete, like Battle Box. Like if there's a PvPer on the team and Pete, then Pete will do really well. And that's why I think they'll do good in PvP. But I don't think they're going to do good in movement because having Pete on his team won't make TapL get above 20th in Ace Race. Like that, just that sort of stuff. And also in team games, I think they might struggle a little bit. Obviously, grid runners because Pete just can't get above like seventh in grid runners for some reason. Um, and then Sands of Time because I think unless I could see them doing okay in Sands actually, but um they're not like I don't think they'll like win Sands of Time or something because Tapple's like kind of weird in that game. Um, I think Purple has a lot of weaknesses. What the hell? I think Purple has a lot of weaknesses that don't get like fixed by there being two completely opposite players on that team stats wise. But they'll do amazing in Rocket's Fleet Rush. um, I think so Aqua, the stats say they're in like ninth, but this roster is like the purple roster. Like I'm gonna look at it. fuck is in here. I did not have this pulled up. Yeah. So like purpled game, purpled game, purpled game, not purpled game, purpled game, kind of purpled game, not really. But the rest of the team is also pretty decent at this. Uh, kind of purpled game, mostly purpled game. I like he's not crazy at it like he is at these, but he's like good. Obviously, he's purpled. Um, not purpled game, and then purpled game. So like he's got 5 purpled games in this one, and then 3 which he's not or actually he's not terrible at any of these. Like he's like above average at all of these, like significantly above average in all of these, except maybe Battle Box, and then like God tier at the rest of these. So purpled, I think, just by the fact, just by game roster alone, I think Aqua jumps from 9th to 6th. Um, Red isn't a very strong team. I they feel like a very mid team. Like just like the entire time I've been looking at them, it's just like okay, this team's pretty mid. Pink, uh, so there's like a big gap. So there's the top 6, or actually the top 5, and then these two, and then there's these 3 of them. Actually, there's these 2, and then Cyan down in like 1,000 coins below last, um, below second last. So Pink is just like it's a fine team. Like they'll do good in Ace Race, I think, and probably also Rocket Spleef. And then other than that, they're just fine. They don't have Meltdown, which hurts them. Um, they're fine. Um, also, Gucky's stats are a little inflated because she was in a weaker event in Pride 23. Blue Bats. So this team is really weird because like Velvet and Wally are like they I think their stats are a little inflated from teaming with Purpled. Like not to say they're bad. Like they're not bad. It's just the last time Red Velvet Cake was on a team that didn't make it to Dodgebolt was 29 maybe. I don't remember his team in 29. Was he in 29? Uh where is he? He was not in 29, was he? I do not see him. Okay. So, yeah, it was 28 then. He's been to Dodgeball every event in season 3, every canon event in season 3. So like obviously his season 3 stats are very inflated. Um then there's Wally, who of course has played 1 event and his team beat second by like 2,000 coins or something ridiculous. Um and then um Scott has kind of not been doing very good lately. I think he did really good last MCC, maybe? I can't remember. Um, and then Shovel's also been getting like 36th a lot recently. So, that might have just been once actually. I'm not sure. She's not been having a great season 3 so far, but it might not be as terrible as I remember. But like so like basically, I think this I think this team is held up by inflated stats from Wally Bear and Velvet. Like, so they're probably going to like fall apart. Although I do think they might actually do pretty good in grid runners. Um, I know the stats are inflated there too because obviously Wally Bear played once and got first. But I do think they're still good because like just in general, Scott and Shovel are pretty good at grid runners. And I don't know Velvet's history actually. Other than like just getting first a bunch of times with purple. And then Cyan's just dead. Like, they're so dead. Like, they're not going to come ninth. Like, usually I say that, and then I go back after the event when they come sixth or something. Like, the team I predict 10th comes like sixth or something, and I'm like, oh wow, I was wrong. I don't think I'm going to be wrong this time. I know I say that every time, but this time I just do not think I'm going to be wrong. Like, L last time, okay, yeah, Cheyenne, it came 6th, okay, fine. Time before that, Blue, okay, they came 5th. It's fine, it's not that bad. Yeah, sure, they did it. Orange, okay, they didn't come last, fine. Um, that, okay, they actually did come last. Blue, they didn't come last, that's fine. Okay, that's normal, though. But anyway, like, yeah, I'm always wrong about the 10th place team, but this one time, I think I'm not wrong out of any of the times. So then, these seem like pretty average placements. SB gets 7th again. Get back on that streak. Or, I guess the streak's been broken, but get back on it. Um, Purpled, up in 3rd place, because he's purpled, and he just cannot lose. Um, I think those are the only two really interesting things to go on here. Firebirthman getting first again, I guess. Just because getting first place is interesting or something. And Ant Frost getting 8th because he's not S tier.